Hi friends, it's Rhonda Kasper with the University of Missouri Extension Office, and I am here again to read another story for the summer reading program for the Cass County Public Library. If you remember, their theme this year is Tales of Tales. And I know we've kind of ventured off from that a little bit, and we're going to do that again today. We've done a story about rattlesnakes, so we had a rattlesnake tale. Our second story was about an elephant. And when we think about elephants, the main thing that we think about, or the first thing I think about, is his trunk, not his tail. But that's definitely a distinguishing factor on an elephant, is his trunk. Our third story we read was Pete the Cat. And we talked a little bit about Pete's tail, and when we colored Pete's tail, I think that was really important for us to kind of make some connections there with that. Our story today is about another animal, but when I think about this animal, I don't think about his tail either. We're going to read If You Give a Moose a Muffin. And the first thing I think about when we talk about a moose is his antlers, not his tail. So we're going to do a couple of activities with his antlers for our craft and for our snack that we're going to make today. So we are going to read today If You Give a Moose a Muffin by Laura Joffe Numeroff. If you give a moose a muffin. See, there's our moose. What's the first thing you notice about him? Those great big old antlers, isn't it? He doesn't hardly even have a tail, does he? He'll want some jam to go with it. So you'll bring out some of your mother's homemade blackberry jam. There's those great big antlers again, isn't it? When he's finished eating the muffin, he'll want another, and another, and another. When they're all gone, he'll ask you to make some more. You'll have to go to the store to get some muffin mix. He'll want to go with you. When he opens the door, he'll feel how chilly it is, and he'll ask to borrow a sweater. Can you imagine a moose in a sweater? When he puts on the sweater, he'll notice one of the buttons is loose. He'll ask you for a needle and some thread. He'll start sewing. The button will remind him of the puppets his grandmother used to make. My goodness, can you imagine a moose sewing on a button? So he'll ask for some old socks. He'll make sock puppets. Looks like something you all might want to do. When they're all done, he'll want to put on a puppet show. Do you see his two puppets he made? He made a moose and a mouse. He'll need some cardboard and some paint. Then he'll ask you to help make the scenery. Oh my gosh, look at all of that cardboard and paint they've got out there. When the scenery is finished, he'll get behind the couch, but his antlers will stick out. So he'll ask for something to cover them up. You'll find him a sheet from your bed. When he sees the sheet, he'll remember he wants to be a ghost for Halloween. He'll try it on and shout, "Boo!" It'll scare him so much, he'll knock over the paints. A mess. I had a feeling that was coming, and we can tell who made that mess. So he'll use the sheet to clean up the mess. Then he'll ask for some soap to wash it out. He'll probably want to hang the sheet up to dry. He'll go outside to put it on the clothesline. When he's out in the yard, he'll see your mother's blackberry bushes. See the blackberry bushes? Seeing the blackberries will remind him of her jam. He'll probably ask you for some. And chances are, if you give him the jam, he'll want a muffin to go with it. Okay, so today, friends, we are going to be making a moose magnet for our craft. So this is what our finished product should look like. And our moose magnet then will be holding up our recipe on the refrigerator, but I'll show you that in a little bit. So in your activity kits, you are going to get a moose cutout, and then this is his face and his ears. So this is what's going to be in your activity kit, along with some googly eyes for our moose. Okay, so for this project, you are going to need a glue stick and a pair of scissors. Okay, so I have already cut out my moose and his head, and these are his ears. So I'm going to glue those together. I'm going to put some glue on his head. And it does kind of have a right side, not a right side and a wrong side, but a up and down. And he has left ears and right ears. Okay, so there are his ears glued on and his head. And then we're going to glue his googly eyes on. And I would say if you want to put a mouth and a nose on your moose, you could certainly do that. Mine's kind of cross-eyed there, I think. I don't know. But you know what? It'll be okay. Now we're going to stick our magnet on the back, and we're going to go over to the refrigerator, and we're going to put our moose magnet on the refrigerator. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, do y'all think you can do that? I think you can too. Okay, so since we've just done our craft, I don't know about you, but if you were paying attention really good, you noticed I probably got glue on my hands, so that would be a good time to go wash our hands, especially before we make our snack today. So make sure you get your hands washed. Okay, you remember how to wash your hands? Okay, remember we use warm water and soap. We do the palms of our hands, the backs of our hands, between our fingers, all around. Do you remember how long we wash our hands for? Long enough to sing your ABCs. You're exactly right. And then we rinse all of those germs off, and we dry our hands off, and we throw our paper towel in the trash. Perfect. I think y'all are ready to make a snack today. So today for our snack, we are going to make a moose muffin. Now, we had a little bit of discussion about this, whether we should make a muffin or whether we should do a cupcake, and I think either one would be okay. We are actually going to use a chocolate muffin, okay? So for our moose muffin, you will need a muffin or a cupcake. You will need a pretzel rod. You will need a couple of pretzel twists, a couple of edible eyeballs, and then you will also need some type of what I'm going to call food glue. We're going to use chocolate icing, but you could use cream cheese if you wanted to. You could use peanut butter. So I'm actually going to put chocolate icing all over my muffin. And you could make fresh made muffins if you would like to, because you're going to have a couple of muffin recipes in your activity kit. Then we're going to use our pretzel rod. And we're going to use that, put that up on the top. And then we're going to use a little bit more of our icing. And we're going to put that on our pretzel rod. And then we're going to put our pretzel twist on. Oh, I lost one of them. And then we're going to put our eyeballs on. Oops. Doesn't that look yummy? Are you ready to eat it? I think I'm ready to eat one. So I hope you enjoyed reading If You Give a Moose a Muffin today, making our moose magnet, and especially making our moose muffin today, and I hope y'all had fun with that. So I will see you all next week to read another story. Thank you all very much. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.